Reclaim your time. Welcome to AI Advocates. I'm Lisa Dieker.
And I'm Maggie Mosher.
And we're with you again from the Flight Center at the University of Kansas. And we're talking about finding an AI.
Yeah, there's so much out there and it changes on a daily basis. And even when we go and train on AI tools, and to a lot of teachers, we hear all about what they're looking at. And it's changing constantly.
It's free. It's not free. It costs a lot. You can use it. You can't. And there's some go-tos that we've already talked about that are probably going to be free forever for teachers. But again, where do you go find them? So I think we have three we're going to mention. I'll mention the first one that literally right before this podcast, we did a little search and we both kind of loved. There's an AI for that. It was kind of an early one, but now we're understanding it costs a lot per month and it gives you limited search options. So we came up with two more that we think you might like even better if you're like, hey, I need to find something for blank. This is a search tool. Now you can do that as a Google search, but we both know what happens there.
Oh yeah.
Whoever paid the most money comes to the top, whereas this one may be the same, but again, you got a couple of options.
So my favorite has always been, even before there's an AI for that, my favorite's always been Toolify. It's toolify.ai. And the reason I like Toolify is because when I sit there and I type in the word or what I'm looking for, it'll tell me, is this a browser extension? Is this an app? Is this a just somebody trying to sell me something? Is this legitimate? And then when I choose what I want, like I just want to make an image. I just want to make a lesson plan. I just want to make a PowerPoint. If I put that in the search, it'll give me just the AI for that. And when you scroll down, what I love about just getting the AI for that is if you scroll down, it'll also tell you ratings. So this is what people thought about it. This is where it was created. And this is how many users it has. I follow that 22.7 million users is going to be, and it has a 5-star, is going to be much better than 4 users with a 5-star.
Yeah.
So it really helps me
like your hotel ratings, right? Yeah.
How many people are using this? If a lot of people are, it's probably better than the new ones.
I always like the new restaurant that has 4 ratings. They're 5 stars. And you're like, that would be their mother, their brother, their sister, and their cousin. And so again, I love that. And then I think the other one we were chatting about is Futurepedia. So a little like the sound of Wikipedia. But it's trying to help us have an encyclopedia of AI.
Yeah, and it has actually also courses. So if you don't feel like you know enough about AI, it does have some free courses.
Okay,
it does have some free courses.
The word we like best is free.
It's kind of like, though, when I searched it, it was kind of like sending me to YouTube and showing me some of the YouTube courses. And then some of LinkedIn's courses that are free, it would also pull up. But then random things, like people who are making courses, maybe we'll be on there one day. We don't have a course.
Yeah.
Random things to teach you come up. But it also helps with, okay, this tool is used for this specific, it just gives you one sentence. This is the one thing it's used for, and I can search for it. I can also search for keywords, and it's not a price for that. Like certain search engines, if I put in a keyword, if I get really specific, it costs.
Got it.
This one's free even with that. If you want to get really specific, like say it's only for 4th graders at this age level who can speak Spanish, that there's a cost for it. But
and we would tell you there's an AI for that called Econ Academy, which is free for teachers, a small cost for parents. So, that's the thing. And again, we always do talk on this podcast about saving time and money, but I think it's hard to break the habit. I don't know if you find that I tend to immediately go to a Google search. And I'm finding now I'm either going to a Copilot or a ChatGPT search, but even then I don't get whatever's latest on the market. I get what they're selling, and I'm not so sure that the ones we talked about aren't also also having a paid part of it. But again, if you're really wanting to narrow and just look for some AI tools, I actually think you should turn your kids loose on these too. I'm a big believer, like if you give it an assignment and you're like, hey, we're going to look at, the nuclear reactions tomorrow, give the kids a homework over the weekend, find the best YouTube video and find the best app. I now would probably say find the best AI tool you think that is safe for you to use. And that's always the tricky part.
Yeah. And I will say when you get things like that are really open-ended, if you're going to talk to any elementary kiddos or anybody under 8th grade, I'd maybe use Magic School for that because it's only pulling from certain apps. This might pull from others. So just be cautious if you just send any child onto this. I would probably go to someplace like Magic School. But I think
or give the homework to do with a family member,
an
which is
adult
another
there.
way that can do that. Or do it in the class where you're monitoring and you show them and say, hey, which of these 4 do we like? So yeah, but again, definitely saves you not just time and money, but sanity, because there's a new app coming out by the hour.
All the time.
And by the time, I think we have what was our number? 170?
178 currently in apps we want to talk to you about it sometimes.
So if this keeps up, we'll be 300 years old when we're done doing all the apps. So, well, thanks for joining us on AA Advocates, and we look forward to
saving you time and money.